So, so here we have to find heat supplied in yesterday's problem. I'll continue that. So hope understood how to calculate heat supplied and how to calculate heat rejected in any process. So this is PV diagram. Okay, this is V naught. This is 2V naught. This is P naught. This is 2P naught. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, so already I told you, explained you that heat will be supplied to the gas from A to B and B to A. So what are the heat supplied in the process heat A to B? So you have to apply first law of thermodynamics. dq A to B is equal to du A to B plus work done only from A to B. So heat supplied in the process A to B is du. What is the formula for du? N by 2 F R dt. This is the formula. Or NCV dt. NCV dt or N by 2 FR dt. Okay, so it is a monoatomic gas. So number of degrees of freedom, F is number of degrees of freedom plus work done. So what is work done in the process A to B? Work done in the process A to B is this entire work done. The entire work done. The entire work done. Am I correct? So how do you calculate? So length into breadth. So length is 2P naught, breadth is 2V naught minus V naught. Am I correct, children? What is the entire area? This entire area I have to calculate. Am I correct? So here N value is not given, but F value we know it's a monoatomic gas. 3. Okay, so 3N by 2 R dt, change in temperature. Okay. Now, what is the temperature at the point A? Already I told you how to calculate the temperature at the point A. So by applying ideal gas equation. Okay. So by applying ideal gas equation, so product 2P naught, okay, V naught divided by NR minus, okay, final temperature minus initial temperature, we calculate that is 4 minus 2P naught V naught divided by NR. Am I correct? Temperature, this is the temperature at B, this is the temperature at A. So how do you calculate the temperatures? How do you calculate the temperatures? By applying ideal gas equation. So here plus 2P naught V naught, 2P naught V naught. So what you get here? 3NR by 2. Here 2P naught V naught divided by NR plus 2P naught V naught. F is degrees of freedom. 2P naught V naught. So what you'll get here? NR will be cancelled. 2 will be cancelled. So what you'll get? Yeah, 3 plus 2. So 5P naught V naught. Say this is heat supplied to the gas or heat extracted by the gas from the sink. Say this is equation number 1. Now, heat is not supplied to the gas in the process B to C and C to D. Again, in the process D to A. So what is the heat supplied in the process D to A? It is isochoric process. Work done is 0. Only there will be change in internal energy. Only there will be change in internal energy. Work done is 0. So here again apply formula N by 2 F R dt. What is the dt value? TA minus TB, TD. So N is, we don't know, by 2, F is 3 R. So temperature at the point A is 2P naught V naught divided by NR by applying ideal gas equation. Temperature at the D is P naught V naught divided by NR. So you'll get, so NR will be cancelled here. So you'll get 3 by 2. Am I correct? So 3 by 2 3 by 2 NR will be cancelled, P naught, V naught will get. Say this is equation number 2. So this is the heat given to the gas in the process D to A. So the positive heat we got. Now add them. What is the total heat supplied? Total heat supplied. Total heat supplied. Total heat supplied is equal to dQAB plus dQ dQAB plus dQdA. So dQAB. So what is dq? Okay, total 5 P naught V naught plus 3 by 2 P naught V naught. So how much will get? 13 P naught V naught by 2. This is the answer. This is one of the option. Option B. This is the answer. Very nice problem. Okay. So here we can also add one more thing here. So that is the next problem that I'm going to discuss. What is the efficiency? What is the efficiency of a cyclic process? They'll give you a cyclic process like this, and they ask you what is the efficiency of the cyclic process. See, generally, how do you calculate the efficiency? Efficiency you calculate by knowing the temperature of the sink and temperature of the source, 1 minus T2 by T1. Or else, if you know heat rejected to the sink and heat extracted from the source, so that way also you can calculate 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So two ways you can find the efficiency. So now when a cyclic process is given and when a PV diagram is given, how to calculate efficiency of the cyclic process? So that I'm going to discuss next problem. There is also a problem given in AIEEE 2012. So we'll discuss that. No. Always final in that process, final temperature minus initial temperature. In that process, final temperature minus initial temperature. Always remember that. As and when I'm discussing the problems, there itself I'll give the formula. Don't worry. Yesterday clearly I explained why I didn't do from B to C, C to D. Why I didn't do from B to C and C to D? Yesterday I explained. Because there heat is not supplied to the gas. In the process B to C and C to D, heat is not supplied to the gas. It is not supplied to the gas. Okay, copy it, children. After copying, tell me. Done? Yes, next question. Before you go to the next question, so take this important formula. Basic working of a heat engine. Any heat engine. Working of a heat engine. So in any heat engine, there will be working substance. That working substance generally is a gas. That gas will undergo a cyclic process. That gas will undergo a cyclic process. So there will be a working substance. There will be working substance. Working substance. Generally, working substance is a gas. And there will be one source maintained at always higher temperature. And there will be sink. So the remaining not only Carnot engine. Carnot engine will in the Carnot engine, yeah, similar to Carnot engine. In the Carnot engine, the working substance will undergo Carnot cycle. So there is a special cycle called Carnot cycle. So what is Carnot cycle? So the working substance first will undergo isothermal process, then adiabatic process. So then isothermal compression, then adiabatic, so compression. So that is Carnot cycle. So it is not compulsory that the working substance has to undergo this Carnot cycle. It may undergo any cycle. So it may undergo any cyclic process. So here certain amount of heat will be given to the working substance by the source. It will take Q1 amount of heat from this. Out of Q1, so it will do so that some amount of that Q1 will be converted into mechanical work. some amount of Q1 will be converted into mechanical work. Remaining heat energy will be rejected to the sink. The unwanted, so heat will be rejected to the sink. This is the basic working of a heat engine. Efficiency of heat engine is given by, so efficiency is given by efficiency eta is equal to, so amount of work done by mechanical work done by this heat engine out of the heat supplied. Remember, heat supplied to a gas is always positive. So efficiency is given by work done divided by heat supplied. This you can also write for a Carnot cycle. So generally for any cycle, this is the formula for efficiency. For Carnot cycle, we have proved that is for Carnot engine. So for Carnot engine, also the fundamental formula is same. Okay, so but their efficiency is this work done is equal to, okay, here you can write actually work done. Basically here Q1 is equal to Q2 plus W, right? Q2 plus W. So what is the W? Q1 minus Q2 divided by Q1. So that is equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1. This is the formula for efficiency of any cycle. For Carnot cycle, for Carnot engine, this Q2 by Q1 is equal to T2 by T1 for Carnot cycle. So efficiency becomes 1 minus T2 by T1 in Carnot engine. If it is not a Carnot engine, if it is a different engine, if it is a different cyclic process, then this left side formula you have to use. But this formula can be used for Carnot cycle as well. But if it is any other cyclic process, if the working substance undergoes any other cyclic process, then, so this is the formula for efficiency. Work done by heat supplied, or Q1 minus Q2 by Q1, or 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Had it been a Carnot cycle, then that Q2 by Q1 equal to T2 by T1. You understood, children? So this is the formula for any general heat engine. So remember that. Why? Because the total amount of heat supplied is Q1. That Q1 should be equal to Q2 plus work done. W is work done. You understood? Understood, children? So just before each problem, I am giving the formula. Done? Copy this. So if they ask you percentage efficiency, just multiply with 100. If they ask you percentage efficiency, multiply with 100. You'll get percentage efficiency. Okay? What is Carnot cycle? 2 isotherms and 2 adiabatics. There is a different. 2 isotherms and 2 adiabatics. Okay? Done, children? Copied? Okay. Now next problem. So this was given in 2012. Helium gas undergoes. Helium is monoatomic gas. Helium gas undergoes. Gas goes through a cycle. Goes through a cycle. Cycle. A, B, C, D, A. A, B, C, D, A. Consisting of 2 isochoric and isobaric lines as shown in the figure. Okay. So that I'll tell you A, B, C, D, A. That I'll show in the diagram. Okay. Efficiency of this cyclic process is nearly equal to, assume the gas to be close to ideal gas. Okay, assuming the gas to be ideal gas. So efficiency of this cyclic process, efficiency of this cyclic process, cyclic process, efficiency of this cyclic process is nearly, assuming the gas to be, assuming the gas to be ideal gas, nearly ideal gas. Okay. This is P, this is V. Same similar process they gave. A square process they give. Now you have to find efficiency, that's it. The difference between this and this is, the difference between the previous problem and this problem is you have to find efficiency. Same model, but here you have to find percentage efficiency. Let me see who will solve this. I hope we can able to solve this. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, yeah. So these are the options. You try yourself. 15.4%, 9.1%, C 10.5%, 10.5%, 10.5%, D 12.5%. Others reply. The correct option is A. Helium is monoatomic gas. So, if there is an isobaric process, in isobaric process, to find heat supplied or heat rejected, directly you can use this formula. dQ is equal to NCP dt. Only for isobaric process. If there is any isochoric process, the heat supplied is NCV dt. Heat supplied or rejected. Instead of applying dQ equal to du plus dW for each process, for if you find that there is isobaric process, directly you can apply this formula. If they find that there is isochoric process, directly you can apply this formula to find heat supplied or rejected. So as usual here, where heat is supplied in the process B to C and A to B. Am I correct? So we have seen now in the previous example, here heat is supplied, in the process A to B and B to C. B to C is isobaric process, A to B is isochoric process. Okay, first you find the total heat supplied, or else first you find the total work done. So first you find the total work done. You can find the total work done. So work done in the entire cyclic process is the area enclosed by this. So work done we require here. So work done W is equal to, so what is the area? 2P naught minus P naught into 2V naught minus V naught. So that equal to P naught into V naught. This is work done. Okay. Once we get work done, then total heat supplied. So we need total heat supplied. Total heat supplied. You know where and all heat is supplied. If you have a square process or rectangle process like this, Q is equal to, actually this you can say Q1. Q1. So W by Q1 is equal to the heat supplied in the process A to B plus heat supplied in the process B to C. What is heat supplied in the process A to B? It is isochoric process. n Cv dt plus here n Cp dt. Directly you can use this formula for heat supplied. No need to apply dq equal to du plus dw. For isochoric process and isobaric process, directly Cv, the help of Cv and Cp can find. N, it is a monoatomic gas. What is the Cv value for monoatomic gas? 3 by 2 R. 3 by 2 R. Why? Because, see children, all of you, Cv generally is Fr by 2. Cp is Cv plus R. Remember this formula? Fr by 2. Cv formula, general formula is Fr by 2. F is number of degrees of freedom. F is number of degrees of freedom. Okay, so plus, okay, dt, change in temperature. So you know how to calculate change in temperature for the process A to B. It is 2 P naught V naught by NR. Directly I am writing this change P naught V naught by NR plus, so N Cp value for helium gas, it is 5R by 2. Why? Because 3R by 2 plus R, 5R by 2. 5R by 2 into change in temperature from the process B to C, 4 minus 2. So that is directly I write 2 P naught V naught divided by NR. NR will cancel. So NR will cancel. So what do you get here? Heat supplied 3 P naught V naught divided by 2 plus 5 P naught V naught divided by 5 P naught V naught. Okay, same way as before. How much you get here? 3 by 2 P naught V naught. So how much you get here? Yeah, 13 by 2. 13 by 2 P naught V naught. Okay, copy till here. Copy till here. Answer is 15.4. Copy till here. So we got work done, we got heat supplied. What is the formula base, fundamental formula for efficiency? Work done by heat supplied. Then children, copied. Now W by Q1 gives you efficiency. Then percentage efficiency. You will get efficiency only, right? Percentage efficiency. Copied all of you? Children, after copying, tell me. Right. So now you got efficiency is given by work done divided by Q1. Work done is P naught V naught divided by Q1 is 13 by 2 P naught V naught. This will be cancelled. So 2 by 13 is equal to 0.154 you will get. Percentage efficiency. Percentage efficiency is 15.4%. Am I correct? Then okay. Next question is see. Easy question. Able to solve this. This was given in 2012. A Carnot engine whose efficiency is 40%. Whose efficiency is 40%. Takes in heat from a source. Takes in heat from a source. Maintained at a temperature of 500 Kelvin. It is desired to have. It is desired to have an engine. To have an engine of efficiency 60%. Of efficiency 60%. Then the intake temperature for the same sink temperature must be. Intake means source temperature. Then the source temperature for the same sink temperature should be same sink temperature must be. Okay, so they're asking what is the new source temperature. So what is the new source temperature? So options. Option A. Okay, 800 Kelvin. Option B, 1200 Kelvin. Option C, 750 Kelvin. Option D, 600 Kelvin. Okay, do this, children. So initial efficiency is 40%. To make this efficiency 60%, what should be the without changing the sink temperature? So formula is, children. Formula for efficiency is, for efficiency of Carnot engine is 1 minus T2 by T1. Percentage efficiency is 1 minus T2 by T1 into 100. Now do it. Okay, many are replied correctly. The correct answer is 750 Kelvin. So initially 0.4 equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. We are not changing. So they gave heat from a source maintained at a temperature of 500 Kelvin. They gave T1 value. T1 is source temperature. T2 value they didn't give. So 500 Kelvin. T1 is source temperature. So T2 by 500 is equal to 0.6. T2 is equal to 0.6 into 500. So how much you get here? 300 Kelvin. We are not, so in the second case, we are not changing the T2 value. So in the second case, the efficiency should become 0.6. They gave percentage efficiency. Simply efficiency is 0.4. So new percentage efficiency is 60%, or efficiency is 0.6. 1 minus, we are not changing the sink temperature, we are changing only the source temperature. 0.6 should be equal to 1 minus 300 by T1 dash. So what is this T1 dash value? So 300 by T1 dash is equal to 0.4. So T1 dash is equal to 300 by 0.4. So which is equal to 750 Kelvin. Am I correct, children? 750 Kelvin. T2 is sink temperature always. In the formula, T2 is sink temperature always. T2 is sink temperature. T1 is source temperature. अच्छे हो गया? हो गया? Okay. Next question. So 3 questions are there for the same diagram. This is the diagram. So this is P in Pascal. This is V. This is T. This is temperature. PT graph. It's not PV graph. This is PT graph. This is 300 Kelvin. This is 500 Kelvin. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. This is 2 into 10 to the power of 5. This is 1 into 10 to the power of 5. A, B, C, D. Okay. So N equal to number of moles equal to number of moles is equal to number of moles is equal to N equal to 2. N equal to 2. Gamma equal to 1.67. Okay. So first question. Assume the gas to be ideal. Assume the gas to be ideal. Assume the gas to be ideal. The work done on the gas, the work done on the gas, the work done on the gas in taking it from A to B. In taking it from A to B. Okay, so options are this 200 R, B 300 R, C 400 R, D 500 R. Okay, so bataiye, what is the work done on the gas or by the gas? What is the work done on the gas or by the gas? On or by? On or by the gas in taking it from A to B. Yes, what is the answer? Tell me. What is the? It is not PV diagram. It is not PV diagram. It is, so to calculate the work done directly by area, it is not PV diagram. It is PT diagram. In PT diagram, how to find work done in A to B? So if you could remember, work done, children, work done in isobaric process. So work done in isobaric process. Who remembers the formula? Work done in isobaric process. Work done in isobaric process. Work done in isobaric process. There are two formulae. Isobaric process. There are two formulae for work done in iso. Now, area under PV diagram we don't calculate. Why? Because it's not PV diagram. That will not work now. Now, actual formula. Work done in isobaric process is P into V2 minus V1 or N or T2 minus T1. How many of you remember this? Here we don't know change in the volume. We know the change in temperature. In the process A to B, so when the gas goes from A to B, change in temperature is 200 Kelvin. So number of moles is given. Number of moles is 2. R value R. So final temperature is 500. Okay, so initial temperature is 300. So you'll get 400 R. This is how you have to calculate. And this is positive. What do you mean by positive? Work is done by the gas. Work is done by the gas. Okay, understood, children? Copy that. So it is not a PV diagram. If it is not a PV diagram, how to find? It is not a PV diagram. How to find work done? Okay. Next question. Based on the same diagram, next question. The work done on the gas or by the gas, whatever it may be, the work done from D to A, from D to A, the work done, area under PV diagram gives you work done, only area under PV diagram, PV graph, but it is not PV graph, it is PT graph. So you cannot calculate the area for any process. For any process, you cannot calculate the area. For any process, you cannot calculate the area. If it is a PT diagram or VT diagram. If it is PV diagram, then only you can calculate area in any process. Then you can calculate work done. Okay. So someone is asking me, in which process you calculate area? No, in no process you calculate area because it is a PT diagram, PT curve. It is a PT curve. In PT curve and VT curve, you don't calculate area for work done. Only for if it is a PV diagram, if it is a PV curve, then only you can calculate area. Oh, मेरे बच्चे, understood? समझ गया? Okay. It is not PV diagram. It is PT diagram. So you cannot calculate area. Now, in such cases, what you have to do? The actual formula which we had derived in the first year, so that you have to calculate. What is the formula for work done in isothermal process? Work done. Someone is asking, Muttaya Balasubramaniam is asking, what is the formula for work done in isochoric process, sir? Anybody, I don't know. Tell me, children, do you know? What is the work done in isochoric process, children? Then I don't know the formula. Why? Because there is no formula for work done in isochoric process. Why? Why there is no formula? Work done in isochoric process is zero. Why work done in isochoric process is zero? There is no change in the volume. There is no change in the volume. There is no change in the volume. Yesterday I explained. So basically work done is P into dV. P into Muttaya Balasubramanyam. So you have to go to Himalayas. So once if you visit Himalayas and come, then only remember. So work done is equal to P into dV. Basically, dV is zero in isochoric process. That's why work done is zero. That's why there is no formula. Yes. Okay. Next question. Second question. Work done in the process D to A. Work done in the process D to A. In the process D to A. So बच्चे कैलकुलेट करके बताओ। सो मुझे बिल्कुल सही आंसर चाहिए। आप गलत आंसर दिया तो आपका माइंड खराब हो जाएगा, मेरा माइंड खराब हो जाएगा। सही आंसर बताना आपने। तो मैं देखता हूँ कौन सही आंसर बताएगा। यस, वर्क डन इन द प्रोसेस D to A. I don't know, Muttaya. Whatever you do, you tell me the final answer. Sir, is it the formula? I don't know. Yes. I want the correct answer. The process D to A. This is in pascals. Ben Angelot. Oh, I don't know. This is in pascals. This is Pressure is in Pascal. Okay, what is that process? Tell me first. D to A is which process? It is isothermal process. Am I correct? Children, isothermal process. Yes or no? It's isothermal process. Temperature is constant. So isothermal process. What is the formula for work done in isothermal process? Work done in isothermal process is this. Work done in isothermal process is nRT ln means log to the base e. Either V2 by V1 or nRT ln P1 by P2. There are two formulae because in isothermal process P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Am I correct? So if you want to replace V2 by V1, then you substitute P1 by P2. Am I correct? So there are two formulae. This is very, very important derivation in the PU first year. At least the end results of derivations you should have remembered. No? Work done in isothermal process nRT ln V2 by V1 or nR2 ln P1 by P2. P1 is initial pressure in that process. P2 is final pressure in that process. So we are going to use second formula. Second formula. We are going to use second formula. So Mutaya, understood? So we are going to use second formula. Number of moles, 2 R. So temperature. So temperature is constant 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin ln P2. P1. P1 is, so what is the P1 value? 1 into 10 to the power of 5. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 divided by, so what is P2 value? 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So this will be cancelled. Okay, ln 1 by 2. Okay, so if you simplify that, okay, if we simplify this, so what you get here? Pressure is increasing, right? Okay, they're asking work done. Yes, is a negative only. Yeah. Work done is equal to, okay, but they gave, okay, a small twist is there here. Work done on the gas, they said. Work done on the gas. Okay, so here work is done on the gas. That is minus, when they give, then minus sign, the option A is correct. Yeah. So I'll get minus 414 R only. Yeah. That is correct. Option A. Muttaya is correct. Kudos to Muttaya. Yes. So minus 414 only. What about multiplying by 2.303? No, when you convert that into log base 10, when you convert that into log base 10, then you have to multiply with the 2.303. Okay, so this is work done on the gas. So correct answer is minus 414 only. So those who are replied minus 414, that's correct. So negative only you'll get. Okay, even I thought that you'll get positive. Huh? No. A is correct. A is only correct. Yeah, A is only correct. Log values will be given. Log values will be given. Children, A is only correct. You'll get negative value only. Negative value only. Minus. Why? Because ln 1 by 2 will get minus value. So that's why you'll get negative value. And no, even I didn't see it properly. That's why I told that B is correct. Yeah, here volume decreases. That's why negative. So one more way of understanding that whether suppose if you'll get confused like this, whether you will have positive value or negative value. See, children, here is isothermal process, right? D to A is isothermal process. What is happening to pressure here? What is happening to pressure here? Increasing. Okay, if pressure increases, children, you draw corresponding PV diagram. You draw corresponding PV diagram. So now this is D to A. If the pressure increases, what will happen to volume, children? What will happen to volume? If pressure is increasing in isothermal process, this is the corresponding PV diagram. So what will happen to volume? Volume decreases. When volume decreases, so work done is negative or positive? Negative. Okay. So if you have any confusion, you can draw the corresponding PV diagram and then check. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Even it was my mistake. I didn't check that answer properly. Uh, I didn't check that answer properly. Yes. Okay. It is minus 4. You know how I'm solving the problem and I'm confirming it. Okay. Done. We go to the next one. The net work done on the gas, the net work done in the cycle ABCDA is, so in that entire cyclic process, what is the net amount of work done? The entire cyclic process, what is the net amount of work done? So that's what you have to calculate. The entire process, the entire cyclic process. Next question. Next question, in the entire process, what is the work done? Calculate, children. The entire process, the work done in the entire cyclic process. The work done in the entire cyclic process. In the entire cyclic process. Okay. Calculate and tell me. Do this. The answer, tell me. Yes, tell me. Yeah, you can convert this PT graph into PV graph also. You can convert this PT graph into PV graph also. Okay. So you calculate separately. So here from A to B, what is the work done? Whether it is positive or negative. A to B, work done is positive or negative. Pressure is constant, temperature is increasing, so volume is also increasing. So work done is positive in the process A to B. Here positive. So what is that positive amount of work done? What is that positive amount of work done? Already we calculated, right? NR T2 minus T1. Okay, NR T2 minus T1. So what is that work done? It is 400 R plus 400 R plus 400 R. Now in the process B to C, it is isothermal process again. Here, so here certain pressure will decrease. So volume will increase, right? So here B to C, pressure is decreasing, isothermal process. If the pressure decreases, volume will be increasing. So work done will be positive here. So how to calculate what is the work done in the process B to C? Work done in the process B to C, you calculate. Yeah, we'll check the answer. So work done in the process B to C, mu RT. So there is 2 into R value like this. The temperature is 500 Kelvin. So ln, okay, so P1 by P2. P1 is T, so ln 2. What is the ln 2 value? Okay, so if you simplify this, you will get in the process B2C 692 R. What is the work done in the process C to D? Tell me, children. It is isobaric process. Same thing you'll get. So work done in the process C to D is minus 400 R. Minus 400 R. Yes or no? Why minus 400 R? It is, so volume is decreasing. See, at constant pressure, so when constant pressure, so when temperature is decreasing, volume also decreases. So that's why minus 400 R. What is the work done from the process D to A? Already we have calculated in the process D to A. So what is that? Minus 414 R. Am I correct? So you know what is the work done in the process A to B? So work done in the process A to B is plus 400 R. So now what is the net amount of work done by the gas? Net amount of work done by the gas 692 minus 400 R. Okay, so minus 414 R. So plus 400 R. So what will be cancelled here? This and this will be cancelled. 692 minus 414, how much? 692 minus 414, how much? 272 or 278? 272, correct? 692, 8. Why you are unable to do that? Someone are applying, some are applying 278, 272, 276. Ayo Ramchandra. I'll do myself. 1 minute. So 692 minus 414. It is 278. 278 is correct. This is the net amount of work done by the gas. By the gas. Net amount of work done by the gas. Okay. So this is the net amount of work done by the gas. Huh? R you forget. Okay. R. Okay. R I forgot. Yeah. 270. I forgot R. So 278 R. Okay. Understood, children? Any doubt? Work done by the gas means volume should increase, and the work done will be positive in physics. Work done on the gas means volume will decrease and the net amount of work done will become negative. So here work is done on the gas. Here also work is done on the gas. Here work is done by the gas. Here work is done by the gas. So if you calculate the net amount of work done, if you get positive, so you can say work is done by the gas as a whole altogether. If you had got negative, then you can say as a whole the work is done on the gas. Okay, understood, children? So if the work done, if the sign is negative, work is done on the gas. If the sign is positive, work is done by the gas. So when you calculate the net amount of work done, there also, if it is positive, if the net amount of work done is positive, then if the net amount of work done is positive, then work is done by the gas. If it is negative, work is done on the gas. Okay. In the options, so they gave 276 R, so that is the correct option. Very close to. Next question. Okay, see this question. So a Carnot engine takes a Carnot engine takes a Carnot engine takes 3 into 10 to the power of 6, that I'll write. A Carnot engine takes 3 into 3 into 10 to the power of 6 calories of heat. A Carnot engine takes 3 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. 10 to the power of 6 calories of heat from a reservoir from a reservoir at 627 degrees centigrade. 627 degrees centigrade. 627 degrees centigrade. and gives it to a sink and gives it to a sink, gives it to a sink and gives it to a sink at 27 degrees centigrade. The work done by the engine is 27 degrees centigrade. The work done by the engine is, the work done by the engine is, done by the engine is. Okay, so what is the work done? Work done by the engine is. So this is 3 into 10 to the power of 6 calories. So these are the options. A, 4.2 into 10 to the power of 6 calories. B, 8.4 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. Okay, this is also joule. Also joule. C, 16.8 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. Option D, 0. Option D, 0. Okay, so do this, children. Yeah, so that's correct. So many are replied correctly. It is option B. Option B is correct. So here first T1. So what is the T1 value? T1 is equal to, convert that into Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. T1 is equal to 900 Kelvin. So T2 is equal to 300 Kelvin. So in the Carnot cycle, we have this relation Q2 by, so Q2 by Q1 is equal to T2 by T1. Remember, Q2 by Q1 is equal to T2 by T1. This relation is valid. So Q2 we want Q2 equal to T2 by T1 into Q1. So why we want this Q2 value? I tell you, T2 is 900 Kelvin by 300 Kelvin into Q1 is 3 into 10 to the power of 6. So this is 3 times. So this is 9 into, yeah, what is that? 1 minute. T2, T2 is 300. Yeah, correct. So T2 is 300 Kelvin. T2 is 300 Kelvin divided by 900 Kelvin into 3 into 10 to the power of 6. So here this is 3 times. This will cancel. So 1 into 10 to the power of 6 calories. This is Q2. Now, what is the formula for work done? So if Q1 is the total amount of heat supplied, so out of that Q1, some amount of work will be done and remaining heat energy is rejected to the sink. Now we want W. W equal to work done is equal to Q1 minus Q2. We got Q2 value. We have Q1 value. So what is work done? Q1 minus Q2. Q1 minus Q2. So here 2 into 10 to the power of 6. But options are not given in calories. This is in calories. I have to convert that into joule. How? So 2 into 10 to the power of 6 into 4.2 joule. So it is equal to 8.4 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. Option B. Okay, understood, children? Yeah. You can equate efficiency also. Yes. Muttaya, 1 joule is not equal to 4.2 calories. 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joules. So it deserves to go to Himalayas. 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joules. Okay, children. So one more problem we'll do. See the question. Write down. During adiabatic process, during adiabatic process, during adiabatic process, adiabatic process, the pressure of a gas, the pressure of a gas the pressure of a gas is found to be proportional to the cube, is found to be proportional to the proportional to the cube of its absolute temperature, to the cube of its absolute temperature, its absolute temperature, its absolute temperature. The ratio Cp by Cv of the gas is the ratio Cp by Cv. Okay, nothing is happening. The ratio that I'll type for the gas is not for ratio Cp by Cv for the gas is okay. Option A 4/3, option B 2, option C 5/3, option D 3/2. Yeah, we will solve. Adiabatic relation, you should know adiabatic relation. Cp by Cv is nothing but gamma. They are asking gamma. Yes, reply children. T is proportional to temperature, the pressure. Pressure is proportional to, is found to be proportional to the cube of its absolute temperature. Cube of its absolute temperature. Yes, the correct answer is D. The correct answer is D. 3/2. Gamma value will be 3/2. So how to solve this here? Pressure is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Cube of its absolute temperature. So here, if I bring this T cube this side, P by T cubed, or else let it be like this. P is proportional to T cubed. Can keep like that also. P is proportional to T cubed. Say this is equation number 1. What is the adiabatic relation between P and T? Like PV power gamma equal to constant, TV power gamma equal to constant. So like that, we have P power 1 minus gamma into T power gamma equal to constant. You remember this? Okay. So here, so this you can also write like this. Okay. So if you can also write like this, it is P by T cubed equal to constant, or else P power 1 T to the power of minus 3 equal to constant. You can also write like this. But if you write like this, so you'll get confused. So that's why I ask you to leave like this only. P is proportional to T cube. Okay. Now, P, so we have 1 minus gamma as power to this P. So 1 minus gamma. So P power 1 minus gamma is equal to some constant divided by T power gamma. Bring this T power gamma this side. Now we have to eliminate this 1 minus gamma. When you eliminate that 1 minus gamma, when it comes this side, so what it becomes here. So P is equal to K by, so T to the power of gamma by 1 minus gamma. Am I correct? Now you can also bring this to the numerator. You can also bring this to the numerator, this T. When you bring this to the numerator, so it becomes like this. T power, okay, that is constant. P is proportional to, so gamma by gamma minus 1. Why? Because minus sign, right? So to avoid that minus sign, you can write like that. Now compare these two. Compare these two. So here P is proportional to T cubed, is P is proportional to T to the power of gamma by gamma minus 1. So the power should be equal, right? Powers. So gamma by gamma minus 1 should be equal to 3. Okay. So gamma should be equal to 3 gamma minus 3. So 3 is equal to 2 gamma. Gamma equal to 3 by 2. This is how we got it. Understood, children? Understood? Copy this. Just so express P is equal to, P is proportional to T to the power of something, and compare the powers. Compare the powers, so you'll get that. So here, why I removed that K? Why? Because I put the proportionality symbol. Since I put the proportionality symbol, so that's why I'm removing. And why instead of writing 1 minus gamma, I wrote gamma minus 1. When I bring this to the numerator, it will become minus. So to avoid the minus sign, gamma by gamma minus 1. Okay, children? Copy that. Okay, that's all for today. So all the very best for the test. So those who are not copied that, copy that.